So now I want to talk about the three types of buyers and how to appeal to each of them. See, when it comes to spending money, there are three types of buyers. So knowing the type of buyers is important because each of them have different needs that you must meet in order for them to purchase something from you. So the three type of buyers are the tightwads, which are about 24% of buyers, the spendthrifts, which are about 15% of all buyers, and the average spenders, which are about 61% of all buyers. This is not something that we just made up, came out of nowhere. It's what neuroeconomics experts utilize to market and understand buying trends. So let's look at each of them a little closely, and we'll look at that through different videos. But this one, we're going to focus on tightwads. So as the name shows, these are people that do not like to spend their money and they love to hoard it and save it. In other words, they do not like to spend it and typically have a negative view of salespeople and what they feel is marketing. So unlike most consumers, these individuals feel the pain of buyer's remorse in anticipation of buying something. So rather than after they purchase it, so they feel it way ahead of time. So this makes them spend less than what they even want to spend. So they assess more perceived value and the cost of what they're buying. So this group takes more time to think about what they feel a product should be costing. So this amount that they believe should pay is typically very low compared to other groups. What about indulging? See, according to research, one of the biggest challenges for them is their ability to really indulge and spend money on things that they do not feel are necessary because the pain they experience about spending their money is often stronger than the joy that they might get from experience of spending it or from the experience of having that product or service, even if it's something like a great vacation. So what about budget and plans? So this group tries to be preemptive. They tend to plan for their future, including unforeseeable events. So they tend to make a budget for what they will spend. So you can sell to a tightwad, and you might be asking yourself, should I even try? But you got to consider that 24% of all consumers fall under this category. So you cannot just ignore it. So I want to go over some things to consider when actually selling to them. See, they're more likely to buy if you focus your proposal on the value of the product or services. So stimulate their analytical left brain. Use data to back up your claim, such as charts, numbers, and well-researched information. Keep in mind that fluffy and over-the-top language won't work for them as they're fact-orientated. So selling is easier also if you use negative emotions with this group. So these statements focus on what they will lose if they do not buy your product or services. In other words, don't say something like, you truly deserve it, because partially they don't feel like they deserve it because the pain of buying is a lot more than if they didn't buy. So instead use things like stop wasting time and money. Again, the negative emotion that they might get from not buying it needs to exceed the negative emotion that they might feel from buying. Because again, they're stimulated and they're motivated by relieving the pain of not purchasing and spending their money. Because at their core, they just want to hurt it. So hope that helps. Thank you.